Sri Anand Bhaskarji to address this gathering.
भारतवर्ष की बहुजन साथियों, बहुजन बहुशया, आज भारतवर्ष के बहुजन दिवस है. Let me be very straight, brief and catch up Acharya Suraj Mandal where he has left. बिंदेश्वरी प्रसाद मंडल जी अगर केंद्र में मंत्री बने तो सैकड़ों मंत्रियों में एक होते थे. उनकी पोते को याद कर रहा हूं. सूरज जी, वो राजनीति में मंत्री बनना एक मकसद होते होंगे, मगर उस वक्त की पिछड़े वर्गों की अधिकृत करने के लिए जो जिम्मेदारी मिला, उससे हर साल भी नहीं, हर दिवस मंडल 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 बोल के ये बहुजन बोले तो मंडल बन गया आपका दादा की वजह से. Sometimes history writes like this. 1952-72 एक इंच भी आगे नहीं बढ़ा. 72 के बाद कितना कितना बदलाव आया, कितना कितना संघर्ष का नतीजा निकल के आया है, याद कर लो. 1952 to 1972 moving an inch was so severe, troublesome. But then on, if we look at the past from the present situation, material rise of Indian backward classes and their clout and their urge and the acceptance of the backward class cause. While taking pride from that, let us not be lenient. Today, the leader of national opposition is rewriting, revisiting the advocacy and approach of the then first Prime Minister of our nation. Why that? Kaka Kalelkar Commission report has been into the shelves, and what for he is going to stand today is the change. These dynamics have to be understood by our Bahujan communities throughout the country. This Mandal Day, this Bahujan Diwas be dedicated to reaffirm, to stand by looking at these stalwarts and so many stalwarts across our country, multiplicity of the stalwart approach. Let us reaffirm and let us be very careful. There are swords over us in the shape of EWS, creamy layer, and so many. If 2027 is to give us caste data throughout the country through this caste census, but the implementation of the expectations of our communities through the data available will begin as new agitation, new struggle, new movement. For that, let us gear up. For this, I call upon All India OBC Students Association, headed by Kiran and his team, to calculatively evolve a mission, a movement, a program, action plan to furtherance the agenda concretely to achieve issue by issue, agenda by agenda. As Professor Mandal has mentioned, only one of that Mandal Commission's report has been just accepted and started implementing. The sea change, and at present the urge is oceanic, volcanic, tsunami-like. Let us dedicate to that cause, and this Mandal Day, this Bahujan Diwas be for that. Bahujana Hitaya, Bahujana Sukhaya.
So I request Sri Thiru Ratna Sapatiji, who is former IPS and also Service Commission member, and now is actually leading OBC Rights and Society for the Rights of Backward Communities, who is empowering students with so many opportunities, links, and job opportunities especially. Is giving in a different way. I welcome Sri, our Rajya Sabha member, also to our meeting. Sir, Sri Beda Mastanji, who is a Rajya Sabha member and from TDP party. I request him to join our Mandal Diwas. So I request our Honorable MP from Lok Sabha also to join our meeting. So, Sapati. Thank you, sir.
My dear brothers and sisters, as far as this OBC rights is concerned, I put it in my heart that it is OBC family. I actually put my vanakkam to all the dignitaries, young students who needs the awakening. My dear students, this is a day to be remembered next to the independence, 1947, August 15. 7th August 1990, as far as OBCs are concerned, this is a day which gave us a minimum recognition. They wanted major recognition, but the people actually reduced it to minimal, made it partial. And I want to actually tell you that this OBC rights organization in Tamil Nadu, now we are expanding its tentacles throughout the country. It is for you, it is for the youth, it is for the students. Why? You must all understand that in a democratic country, only two entities are powerful. One is legislative and another is executive. Legislative, do we have a say in the parliament? Since 1950 or so till 2025, OBCs do not have a say. If at all you have a say, EWS would not have come. If at all you have a say, 19%. After 42 years, 27% was given to you after so much of obstacles. But still, 18 to 19% only it was implemented. 8% of the jobs and other things were not implemented. None have asked in the parliament. Now, the honorable opposition leader openly acknowledged and apologized for the injustice done to OBCs. You must all know that there is a concerted, well-planned strategy to put you away from the policy-making bodies. They have not given any due share to OBCs to sit in a place where our boys or our officers, our executives can make policies, or at least to fulfill this 27%, to fulfill your seats in central universities and other things. People who have been kept away, people who have been chased away for decades and decades, 42 years. Even now, you are not given due share. I am meaning you mean students and youth. Education is a treasure, it is a universal treasure, it is a permanent treasure. A government job is a share of power in the government. A share of power, it should go to OBC youths. That too in the policy making bodies. If you see what are all the injustice done to OBCs, then only you will realize. Actually, there are so many constitutional amendments were made for the sake of different block of reservation and forward communities. When we are all fighting on the streets, an entity which did not fight, which did not go to court, which did not speak in parliament got 10%. And strangely, everybody kept quiet. Only few MPs like OBC and others spoke. Communist, Congress, everybody kept quiet. I don't know what. Why? Now, backlog vacancies which are denied to OBCs are given to EWS. And you know, I don't want, because I don't have much time, I don't want to go much in deep. No backlog vacancy, no reservation in Central University, no population census since 1931, no complaints of Article 340, and whereas at one stroke, by 103 amendment, 10% was given. Now I want to put you all aware of a very shocking revelation. The advanced communities who are occupying the seats from 1950, they are meticulously conspiring with the help of our own brothers in parliament. There are about 130 MPs and all. Actually, they are now and then they silence them, and all, especially for all people from North India, I want to say, out of 36 states and union territories, only 10 states have got more than 50% reservation. Population more than 50. 28 states, still so many people who are lagging, who are in lurch, who are deprived of government jobs and higher studies, they have not been included in the OBC list. Because if too much of people if justifiable number of people are allowed or brought to OBC list, then definitely there will be a pressure on the government, and these so many bigwigs, advanced communities who are occupying 70% of the seats as additional secretaries and secretaries, they have to be, or they will be thrown out and they have to be rolled out. Because Tamil Nadu is in the forefront of social justice, OBC population in Tamil Nadu is 76%. You must all know. There are certain states which have got 2%, 1% OBC population. I am not telling any imagination or assumption. You go to the website of Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. We have argued for several cases in the Supreme Court and High Court. We have put everything on record. Then, when EWS we argued, we, on behalf of OBC rights and my person, we filed 2 review petitions. When we said that out of 9 judges in Indira Sahani, 6 judges said that no question of giving any reservation on the basis of economic parameter, but yet reservation was given. Was any survey done? No, it was done on the just recommendation of Major Sohanuk, who took secondary data from 26 states. He has not even visited 10 states. So lot of injustice to OBCs. Injustice means injustice to you, your higher education, your share in the government administration, your future. It all taken away by these people. You must realize and rise up. The only way is to make the people aware of your rights, constitutional rights and constitutional statutory rights. Unless or otherwise, you know what had happened, you cannot get your rights. For that, the OBC rights is attacking on 3 fronts. So we have so much platforms, IT platforms. Now URL and IDs, we have given it to you. And 2 lakh youth are visiting every month. We have given so much of information, so I don't want to elaborate. You kindly visit obcrights.org, you kindly visit the Insta, FB and all that, you will come to know that. With all these things, I request the youth, what is snatched is your future. What is snatched is your rights. Where it will go, it will put your future in dark. Awake, aware, rise up as one voice. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, sir. So we'll proceed with our felicitation to Thiru P. Wilson sir for his renomination to Rajya Sabha. In fact, sir, 1 minute, one second, sir. So, sir, let me tell about you for at least 1 minute. Otherwise, I will be making some injustice. So, we all know that Thiru P. Wilson was in the forefront in leading the social justice movement. His activism as a senior advocate in Supreme Court, who actually filed a NEET case and won the NEET case, and due to that, in All India quota, 27% OBC reservations were given by the central government. His fight against EWS is also tremendous. Though we lost the case, but the kind of efforts he has put for against EWS reservation, arguing against the EWS reservation, is tremendous. And as a convener for All India Social Justice Forum, he has being involved in coordinating different MPs from different parties on social justice issue, especially on caste census. He has led the movement in the country by uniting all forces, progressive forces, Dalit Bahujan forces, and in fact all MP, all parties, progressive parties, to come and take the decision of conducting caste census in the country. We all strongly feel that the central government, due to the efforts and due to the pressure created by the especially P. Wilson sir and the organization All India OBC Social Justice Forum, is tremendous. And if you can see, the list is very much long list is there. Yesterday he has won one of the important case regarding the MK Stalin's name, MK Stalin's name for the schemes. When the petition was filed, the petition was quashed with the penalty. So that is another big case he has won. In all reservation violation cases, is in the forefront. In fact, for our organization, is a kind of guiding force for us, a kind of fatherly figure for all our OBC students, because in fact, even booking for this all, just in the night we have sent the form and immediately has signed for the form, and for permission, for police permissions, anything like that, we are actually privileged for him. And last convention, we actually wished him. Last time we missed him for renomination. Now we wish him soon, maybe in the coming days, in the next government, he should be in the ministerial post. So that is our wish, sir. So with this note, I request Thiru P. Wilson sir and our guest, especially Honorable MP Rajya Sabha Bidam Astan sir and others, Lok Sabha MPs, Professor Suraj Mandalji, Sabhapati sir, and others also to join in felicitating Thiru P. Wilson sir. And second, our felicitation is to our Professor Suraj Mandal sir, because after a continuous fight, he has promoted to professor post. In fact, it has been done some 10-15 years before only, but he has now he approached the parliamentary committee and OBC commission. He has led a big fight for this. It's not a struggle of individual struggle, but it's a kind of struggle for self-respect and struggle for social justice. So we request everyone to join in felicitating Thiru P. Wilson and felicitating Professor Suraj Mandal. I request our team also to do that, to hand over this. Sir, please, sir. Yeah, you can wear the. Sir, you can wear that.
गमछा तो दे के जाओगे कुछ ना कुछ। अरे सर 2 मिनट बोल सर जा रहे हैं ये रोको सर इनको सर निकल गए वो
I request Professor Suraj sir. Sir, Suraj sir. So it's cutting across party lines. We are actually felicitating, participating in the felicitation. So. Rakesh, you got so many pics, Rakesh. Please come. Let others also to take. Yeah. You know, so I request Tirupi Wilson sir to give the to address this gathering. Yeah.
Honorable Member of Parliament, my good friend Mastan Rao, Honorable Member of Parliament, Mr. Appala Naidu, Honorable Member of Parliament, Mr. Satyanarayana Pakka, the National President, Mr. G. Kiran, All India OBC Students Association, Mr. Pankaj Kumar, National Convener, my good friend Suraj Mandal, Ratan Lal, my good friend Mr. Ratan Sabhabadi, a former member of Tamil Nadu Public Service Commission and advocate, my good friend who has come from Supreme Court, and all my friends who have come from long distance to attend this evening function. Good evening to you all. I'm really delighted and happy to be here as a part of this Mandal Diwas celebrations. And this 7th August, we are celebrating and having a national convention on OBC and social justice issues. 7th August assumes more significance. Not only that, the Mandal Commission's report was implemented by late Prime Minister V.P. Singh, but also an important day when our leader, Dr. Kalanja Karunanidhi, left us in tears in 2018. Now the time is 8 o'clock. He left us in 2018 around 6:10 in the evening. Marina Beach, you all know, you would have come there to Chennai. And when the government, which was in power in 2018, that is AIOBCSA government, refused to give him space in Marina, I was called upon by my leader, Mr. M.K. Stalin, to go to the court and fight for him to get 6 feet space in Marina. Taking his orders, I went to the High Court. By this time, I was mentioning the matter before the Chief Justice. Battle in the court from midnight, 12 o'clock onwards. And the next day, the court directed to give him a space in Marina, and that is how our late leader, Dr. Kalanya, is laid to rest in Marina. Why I recall is that a leader, a 5-time chief minister, who has lived and toiled for the cause of the weaker section, downtrodden, who has worked for the social justice, a front runner of the social justice. The government and the power was dictated from elsewhere not to give him the space. They don't want to give him an identity. But we fought in the court and we got the space in Marina. You know, Marina is a place where important leaders are laid to rest. Even when Manmohan Singh passed away, he was denied space. So therefore, that is how, when it comes to the issue of social justice, DMK party will raise up its voice so loud that you all remember we are able to make 20,000 students as doctors from the backward class community because of the case which we filed in the High Court and which ended in the Supreme Court. The DMK party, led by our leader, Mr. M.K. Stalin, now takes up the task of fighting the powerful union government at the center. And we see to that we take this Dravidian model of the government not only within Tamil Nadu, outside Tamil Nadu. We wanted a Dravidian model of social justice to be adopted to the entire states. Friends, you all know what is the reservation we have. 69% reservation we have in Tamil Nadu. Our forefathers, our leaders, Periyar, Peraringer Anna, Dr. Kalanya, and now M.K. Stalin have fought, and this 69% reservation is now kept in 9th schedule. Today, the arms of the court are so long that it can touch any reservation law. But when it comes to 9th schedule, the court will be a little bit hesitant to touch it. unless the basic feature of the constitution is violated. And that is how our reservation of 69%, particularly 50% for the backward class, is given to OBCs. And Tamil Nadu is able to cater all sections of society from the backward class. And that's how the growth happens in Tamil Nadu. That growth we wanted for entire India. Why are you discriminating other states? Why don't you give a natural protection to the reservation laws legislated by the other states? Today, the Bihar reservation was struck down. It was struck down by the Patna High Court. The court says that beyond 50%, we can't give you reservation. Who made this 50% reservation? Does the constitution say? No. The constitution doesn't say that only 50% of reservation should be given to SC, ST and OBCs. You interpret like that and you say this is the ceiling. When you say 50% should be the total reservation for SC, ST, OBC or for that matter, how did you give 10% of EWS? Today the reservation for OBC is 27%, scheduled caste is 15% and scheduled tribe is 7.5%, totaling to 49.5%. My friend Malik is there. So when it comes to 49.5%, 10% if you add up, it comes to 59.5%. Now that 50% is breached. So when you are breaching 50% to give EWS reservation, and when we challenge in courts and we went to the Supreme Court challenging EWS reservation, what do you say now? You say your reservation is entirely different from EWS. So there is a saying, show me the person, I'll tell you the law. For one person, they will apply one law. For other person, they will apply another law. That is how today they have breached the ceiling of 50% when they gave EWS. So therefore, what is difficulty for you to remove the cap of 50%, which is a judge-made law? Who has prevented you? We are all fighting on the streets. We are fighting in the parliament, cutting across all party lines. Even my brother Mastandra, he used to speak for the OBCs. When it comes to OBC, we are lending our support. So therefore, our first demand should be that this 50% ceiling should be thrown out. The local body elections, reservations were given in 1991. Backward class was given reservations in 1991 by the constitutional amendment. But what happened? Are we in a position to give this reservation to the backward class in local body elections? I fought a case in Supreme Court when it came to Maharashtra. Maharashtra government wanted to give a reservation to OBCs. That was stayed by the High Court. And when we came to Supreme Court says, where is empirical data? Can you ask this empirical data to EWS? No. Why? They say it's a constitutional amendment. So why this discrimination between EWS and on one side and OBC, SC and ST on the other side? Till today, there are many states we are not able to implement this reservation OBC reservation in local body elections. Another alarming issue is the roster scam. Mr. Suraj Mandal knows how the roster scam is happening. First 10 high top posts, they will see to that you don't have any reservation at all. Even if you apply this reservation, what they will do is they will make it as a general category. And the persons who goes there would always be from one community. I myself have studied and I have spoken in Parliament. Because of this masterminded roster manipulation, all the top positions are occupied only by one community. The backward class, OBC, none of the OBC persons occupies the top position of the secretary, be it a secretary post or a additional secretary post. That is how they are deprived of taking decisions. My friend Ratna Sabhabadi was saying, decision makers there are not there. Not there because of this manipulation. If you are a secretary, if a OBC is a secretary, he will support. They don't want that to happen. And that is why this manipulation is happening. I will read out one data. Before I came, I attended one meeting. In fact, in that meeting, I spoke about this Group A. The total number of employees in Government of India is 2,31,185. And if you see the OBCs is 56,114, which comes to 24.27%. Then take Group B services. Out of 1,02,811 number of employees, the OBC employees are 23,972, which comes to 23.32%. Now come to Group C. Out of 3,23,675, the number of person Group C is 94,505, which comes to 29.20%. And Group D, that is unskilled, out of 1,54,180, you have only 38,471, which is 24.95%. Now this is insofar as the central government is concerned. Then, insofar as the directors, board of directors in public sector bank, the representation of OBC, SC and ST is in Bank of Baroda, out of 12 members in the board, 12 of them belongs to one particular community. There is no representation for OBC, SC and ST. So therefore, the decision making is completely one-sided. In Bank of India, out of 10 board of directors, 9 belongs to one community and there is only one OBC. That's a minority. Bank of Maharashtra, out of 8, we have only one OBC. Canara Bank, out of 13, there are no OBCs at all. 13 all belongs to one top class community. I don't want to say that. Central Bank of India, out of 9 board of directors, 7 belongs to for OBCs. Indian Bank, out of 11 directors, 10 belongs to the upper caste and only 1 belongs to minority. There is no representation of SC, ST and OBCs. Indian Overseas Bank, out of 9 board of directors, 8 of them belongs to upper caste and 1 belongs to scheduled caste. Punjab and Sindh Bank, out of 8 board of directors, all 8 belongs to upper caste and that to 1 caste. In UCO Bank, out of 9 board of directors, 8 belongs to upper caste and 1 belongs to the scheduled tribe. Now, apart from that, I myself asked for a question in Parliament between 2018 to 2025. What is the number of judges one information is between 2018 to 2025, 743 judges were appointed, out of which the scheduled caste judges is 23 numbers, which means 3%. Scheduled tribe is 17%, which means 2.28%. Other backward class is 93, which means 12.51%. And the rest is 610, who all belongs to one caste, which comes to 82%. Now friends, please see what is the composition of the High Court. Composition of the High Court is diametrically opposite to what we are implementing the reservation. Now, where is the diversity in judiciary? Now, the next one, you have to see the Central University, Mr. Kiran, I have to appreciate him. Mr. Kiran, who is the national president, he takes a lot of efforts to collect through RTI the data relating to the central universities, IIT, IIMs, all school excellence, institutions of excellence. The data which Kiran collects and puts it in the Twitter is really useful for us to even question in the parliament. In central universities, I will tell you, the professors, total number of professors 2,537. The other backward class is 423. Likewise, the associate professor 5,105. The other backward class is 883. Whereas the professor out of 2,537, one community alone has got 1,538. For associate professor out of 5,105, 3,013, that one upper class community is dominated. OBC is only 883. Likewise, assistant professor 11,309. The upper caste community is having a representation of 6,285 and OBCs as 2,382. So total number of posts 18,951. The upper caste alone commands about 10,836 seats, whereas OBCs have 3,688. Now, if you come to the Vice Chancellor's registrar, out of 45 Vice Chancellor posts, there are only 5 OBCs, 1 SC and 1 ST. Rest of them are belonging to the higher caste. Likewise, in registrar, out of 45, there are only 3 OBCs, 2 scheduled castes and 2 scheduled tribe. And when you come to the budget allocations, what is the budget allocations? So far as 2019 and 20 for OBCs, like this is for the pre-metric, post-metric fellowships, and for the scheme pre-metric amounts. The amount they have allocated as OBCs is 1,783, and so far as 2020-21 is 1,507, 2021-22 is 1,780, and 2022-23 is 1,773, and that is how they have allocated. And when it comes to the tuition fees for the schools of planning and architecture, I have taken one example. The tuition fee, but tuition fee for EWS is 0. Why are you exempting fees for EWS but you charge 55,000 for OBCs? And when it comes to enrollment fees, please see this discrimination. Registration fees, the OBC is above 5 lakhs, 1,500, and for SC, ST, it is 1,500, and enrollment fees is 5,000 rupees. But when it comes to EWS, the registration fee as well as enrollment fee is 0. So therefore, and take even the creamy layer also. I am giving you an example, that's all. I have given you an example as to how systematically the OBCs have been discriminated. Take for example the ceiling. Today we have a ceiling of 8 lakhs. If you are going to earn beyond 8 lakhs, then you will not get any benefits. Time has come that we should all voice for our rights. We had Mandal, and we can see the legacy through Suraj, that because of Mandal, who took the data of the year 1931, we were able to get 27%, and it was belatedly applied in education only in 2006. We got this reservation only in, so far as employment is concerned, in 1991. Therefore, unless we all fight for our rights, stand in one platform and voice for OBCs, certainly the person who are at the helm of affairs are ruling the government, they are not bothered about OBCs. They only see the OBCs as voting persons, are called or even taken note of only for voting and no other facilities they are interested to give. We have been fighting in the parliament. I have been raising many issues in the parliament for OBCs. I have brought private member bill, and as rightly Kiran said, because of our pressure exerted to the union government, the caste census announcement was made. But take it from me, this is an eyewash. They wanted to stand in Bihar elections. What is your roadmap for this caste census? at the expense of 4,800 crores. SECC cross census was taken in 2015. What happened to that? You have a data, that data you use for all other purposes, but you don't want to give reservation, more reservation for the OBCs. So therefore what you did, you kept that data in the cupboard and you say that is not accurate. So therefore friends, the time has come that we should all stand in one platform, fight for the rights of OBCs, and certainly DMK party is there, our leader, Mr. N.K. Stalin, he fights for the cause of the people. We are all there. Even Mr. Rahul Gandhi, I am really thankful to him. He is taking up this cause of this OBCs at every level, and even Mr. Suraj Mandal said that today they have come back of our vote. They wanted to take away your voting rights. Be careful. They are going to treat us like foreign citizens. We are going to be without voting rights. You check your voting before, don't sleep in your house. Every one of you have to verify whether you have your voters list, your name contains in the voters list. The SIR which they have introduced now is going to take away your voting rights. So therefore time has come that we all have to stand together in one platform and we have to fight for the rights of the OBCs. So I thank the organizer, especially Mrs. Kiran, for having given an opportunity and have come to such a long distance and organize this program. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable message.